Okpala in the starting lineup, matched up against Jeremy Grant, who's been the hottest Piston. Always glad you're with us, and off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Former Heat guard Wayne Ellington in the Pistons starting group. Duncan Robinson. Now good to have Bam back. The dribble handoff king hits his first shot after missing the last couple of games.
Move shows his offensive acumen there with the mid-range jump shot.
Bam opens the game defending Blake Griffin. Here's Ellington from the top, drops in a triple. And I guess we ought to be used to seeing that from him.
Further and further away from the basket. That's why his point total's gone way down game in and game out.
The cutting Okpala hammers it down. Timely cut from Okpala. Good catch and finish.
Set up his teammates, finding Okpala there on that hard cut.
Jeremy Grant, 19-footer, buries it. This guy lights out, almost 25 points a game this year. Here's Okpala, full head of steam. Robinson off the fake, will fire. Kaboom.
That's how he's able to get some open air there with the defender flying by.
This is Jeremy Grant. Flies in for the Plumlee lob. Helps whatever team he's with.
Yeah, he's so active. Doesn't need a lot of touches. Does a good job rebounding and making plays on the ball.
Speaking of rebounds, Bam capitalizing off an offensive board for his second score. 7 of Miami's first 10 field goal attempts have been triples. Blake Griffin will fire again from out there. This time he drains it. Pistons are on a run. They've outscored the Heat 8-2. Look out! Okpala had the dunk derailed by the quick hands of Jeremy Grant. Well, the Pistons surging, Grant finishing.
Griffin trying to break him down off the dribble, make him move, able to knock down that difficult turnaround.
Oh, Grant able to get the step on Okpala and seal the deal.
He's become more and more comfortable out beyond the arc. He is their top scorer at almost 25 points a game.
Derrick Rose checking in and registering his first score for Bam, Vincent, and Duncan Robinson. Here's KZ. Another one. A triple for Okpala. Has an 8 NBA draft now with his 5th different NBA team. It's a fickle world. Derrick Rose. It's 12 nights ago against Oklahoma City. Well, he just threw it away. The steal by Jackson. And the throw ahead.
This is a team you really have to block out. I mean, they're one of the better offensive rebounding teams. They score a lot of second chance points. Here they are again.
Stewart on the offensive board. We told you to look out for him as an offensive rebounder. They are second in the league in field goal attempts, take almost 93 shots a night as Bam rattles one down. A core of 4 pretty good rookies. Rose forced that turnover on Bam. And Derrick Rose cashes in on the other end. 7 points for Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose still able to drive and kick. Here's Derrick Robinson. Duncan Robinson splashing in his second triple tonight.
Job pressuring the ball handlers, creating steals and deflections, and taking advantage on the break.
Derrick Rose splashing that one in. Rose with 9.
Recover quickly back inside to protect the paint.
Yeah, he'd certainly miss Jimmy Butler, that's for sure. Oh, that's nice movement. Duncan Robinson so good without the ball and not bad with it either, by the way. Can still be productive. Heat trailing by 2. That's a pretty drive and finish right there for 23-year-old Josh Jackson, 4th-year pro out of Kansas. Robinson with a gorgeous triple. Robinson with 11 points. He's got 3 trays in the first half. The Heat trail by 1. Doumbouya. That's more like it for him. Just over 4 minutes left. First half here in Miami. Game even at 42. Ellington from downtown. That's good. Dwayne Casey built a lot of that foundation. 2-point Heat lead doesn't last very long. Plumlee using his rear view mirror to throw that one in. 3 seconds left in the half for none. Bam from the corner. Got it, and a foul. Blake Griffin against Okpala. Okpala starting for the first time in his NBA career. Grant buries a 3. 5 on the shot clock. There's Bam, and that's perfect. Oh, Mr. Mid-Range with 20 points tonight. His season high came in the opener when he scored 25 at Orlando. That's Grant, and that's good. Another paint by Plumlee. Jeremy Grant sneaks it up and in. 8 points in a row for Grant to start the third quarter for the Pistons. Plumlee against the smaller Gabe Vincent. Let's see what he does. Oh, what makes a perfect pass to Blake Griffin. They lead it 63-58. Okpala from the corner. Kaboom. KZ Okpala.
Kelly O this time finding him.
Okpala 5 for 6 shooting tonight in his first career start, only his 10th career game. Griffin strokes in that 3. 3 double-figure scorers for the Heat, led by Bam's 20 points. DeLon Wright kept the dribble alive and fed it nicely to Plumlee for the throwdown. That gets Eric Spoelstra up off his bench, asking for a timeout. Dragic turns the corner, finds Okpala, right corner 3. That's good. Here's Blake Griffin against Duncan Robinson. That's what you used to see Blake Griffin do. DeLon Wright. This is Plumlee. That's a second shot he's made without looking. Plumlee. Blake Griffin against KZ Okpala, who's played the game of his young pro career tonight. Here's Grant. That's good. Jeremy Grant has tripled 3 times in this quarter alone. Both teams have 9 triples. Fortunately for the Heat, they have 16 turnovers, twice as many as the Pistons, and that's going to count, plus a foul on Bam. Right now, through their first 10 games, the Heat are 10th in the Eastern Conference, 2 games under 500. They need to end their 2-game losing streak. They need to do it today. And Blake Griffin rattles down. Look, He'd have been outscored in the paint tonight by 24 points. Rose buries it. Derrick Rose rattles down a 3. In Miami's 6 losses this year, they've been out 3'd by 30 triples. That's a lot. That's an average of 5 less 3s a game in your losses. And it's happening tonight as Dragic banked it in. Against the zone, Derrick Rose going to work. Shoots the 3. Buries it. Derrick Rose. Stars both wearing the same number 25, in memory of the late Ben Wilson, who was a great star at Simeon High. That's Sadiq. He's still in the 2-3 zone. Time's a wasting, though. Under 10 minutes left in the game. Rose again. He's throwing darts from downtown. He had 24 with 8 assists against Milwaukee earlier this year. A 21-point lead for Detroit. Robinson rips the cords from downtown.
It's that ball so comfortably coming from his right.
Derrick Rose. 3 on the shot clock. Jackson rattles down a triple. They can't miss right now. Again, the Pistons lead by 21. Robinson, kaboom. Time in 11 games, the Heat have turned it over at least 20 times. That is hurtful to your chances of winning. Jackson for 3. Heat are down by 15, 5:26 left in the fourth quarter. The spin by Grant and the finish. Oh my, Jeremy Grant. Grant double. Ellington, 1 on the shot clock. A bingo for Ellington. Now the Pistons were 4 of 20 in the first half from 3. They're 13 of 23 in the second half. Dragic with a left-hand finish. Dragic has played 30 minutes. Heat trail by 20. 2:14 to go. Grant skywalking. Now, this is a guy in the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers last year at Denver at a 26-point outing in Game 3. Went for 20 and 9 rebounds in Game 5.
Good hard move.
Coming off your 6th Eastern Conference title just 3 months ago. DeLon right inside Isaiah Stewart. Remember, the Heat lost earlier this season by... It was painful to watch, but I think this one in many ways is more troubling and more disturbing than that earlier season loss to the Bucks. You're getting blown out by a Pistons team, and the Pistons will win it by 20 points. A 120-100 win.